horses. Good day to you, partner. I'm keen, and I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp.
Hello, Danny.
Hey guys, Wheat Solo here, aka the Skeleton King. So I was gonna make a longer video, but it really wasn't important because all I'm trying to show here is that physical pierce does affect the damage of ATD. Now, these mobs have 0 PDR, so the amount that physical pierce will affect them is, half as much. So basically what I'm doing is I'm using amp at minus 15, overhead over I don't even know the name of the helm. The declone helm that gives pierce, stone crusher, and soul drainers. And then I'm going to be using amp in the first kill, no amp in the second kill, and then in the final kill, I'm going to take off all of the physical pierce items. So it Overlord's helm. What was I calling it? Overlord's conch? That wasn't that far off. It probably should be called a conch. It looks like a conch. So every single kill is going to have the same amount of ATD. You don't have to worry about that. The one thing you do have to worry about is that I do proc Iron Maiden from the Steel Carapace. I thought about not running Steel Carapace and then doing the 100k dummy, but I actually thought like that maybe that would be better. But the Iron Maiden really isn't adding that much extra damage. And as you can see from the kill times, the Iron Maiden is doing less than the amp. And this will be even way more noticeable if the enemy has any amount of PDR. Because like I said, if I'm taking an enemy with 0 PDR and putting on, how much is it? 10, 5, 30, 45, it's just minus 22.5. But if I have an enemy with 45 physical resistance and I put all of that gear on, don't worry, that wasn't that kill. That kill I had just, that was basically me messing up a kill where I thought I took all of my physical pierce off, but I hadn't. And so that's what this kill is supposed to be. But back to my little story about the enemies with PDR. If I was facing an enemy with 45 PDR, which, some Ubers have, although I doubt you'd be running Ubers, but just in general, Duriel can have 50, I believe. So you're doing half damage. So this pierce, you'd be doubling your damage, basically. While on a 0 PDR enemy, you're only doing 22.5% more damage. So somebody once told me they didn't think physical pierce was worth it on an ATD build, and this is kind of to show you that that's wrong. Physical pierce is better than the items you could be running on these slots. There's no good ATD weapon. There's not really a good ATD helm. So if you can afford Overlord's helm on an ATD build, do it. It's probably better than Ferocity or your other options, Crown of Ages, etc. Although it is quite expensive for such a niche build. And then for the gloves, although hellmouth do have quite a bit of ATD, I think the minus 5 pierce is going to be generally much better. So that's all the information today, guys. Skeleton King out.
Come
GG.
play with us. Come play with us, Danny.